Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the range. Tom here, and today we are doing a 59 Impala Lowrider. Oh, yeah, I had two of these, kind of was looking over it, thought I'd try something a little bit different this time around. So, why don't we go ahead and head on down to the range, and let's get started. You know, I'm always a really big fan of these Chevy Impalas. You know, I'm not a big lowrider fan, but this one looked really cool, and, it gave me an idea. You know, it was one of those ideas where I didn't want to do just a normal paint job and wheel swap and make it look cooler. No, I wanted to go a little further with it. So, besides the normal, punching the holes and getting those set up and, your typical stripping of the paint and everything, I decided that I was going to convert this into a pickup truck. Yeah. Something I haven't really done before is, normal cars and stuff you don't usually make. Because it's already got like the El Caminos, the Rancheros, and, but it had a big enough, I'm going to say it, ass end, that it could possibly qualify to make into a truck. So, I wanted to tape it to a point to where I wasn't going to be cutting the roof completely off, but I wanted it with enough space to make it look like it had, like, where the seats would recline back and everything else. I didn't touch the interior. I left it the white that it was. And, cutting it, I wanted to make sure I did it right. I took my time on lining up the tape. I took my time cutting it. And these Impalas, they're just really cool looking, I really have been an Impala fan. My parents had a 73 and a 74 Impala. God, I wish I could find some Hot Wheels or Matchbox castings of those cars, because I would definitely make them look cool and give them to my mom and dad. Being Mother's Day today, I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, all the grandmothers a happy Mother's Day. To single dads, I know it's not Father's Day, but, they're doing two jobs. So, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and I hope you guys have a great day today. This was actually given, this casting right here was actually given to me. I have another one that was still in its package, and this one was given to me by someone. I can't say who, I don't want to say who, but they know who they are, and I wanted to do this specifically for them, and it was really fun to do, cutting out the back end. I had to file the snot out of it to get it to where what I did to the base would fit in perfectly. And, it looked cool in all levels. And I didn't go pretty with this. Well, I didn't go like brand new car or, anything like that. I went rat rod style with this baby, because I thought if I was going to make an Impala and do a pickup truck like this, I decided to do a rat rod style. And yeah, I'm giving out what I'm going to do to it a little early on in the video, because I just, it just felt right to do it and just tell you guys what I'm doing to this thing. And like I said, there was a lot of filing. I got all the cutting partially done. And, after I got it out of the stripper, I went ahead and cut out a hole in the hood. And I really love doing certain styles. And it's been a while since I've done a rat rod / barn find style or anything like that. So that's kind of why I decided to go that route with this one. I cut the windshield down to where, I could put a back onto the I'm going to call it a cab because it's going to be a truck cab. Cut the interior down to size. I took some really thick styrene and used it for the back of the car. Getting rid of the portion of the interior that I didn't need, kind of helped out a little bit. And I was taking pieces and stuff from other vehicles that I had. I have this 69 Chevy old piece of the interior that I took the wheel wells out of the back, cut them down to size, and you'll see that later on down in the video. And I made wheel wells for it, and this was just one of those fun builds I had to do. I wanted to get done on Mother's Day, so like I said in my last video, this is what I was working on. My next video, I'm probably going to be doing the 2-to-1 tow truck build that me and Cole from Kuda's Diecast Customs, the little build off we're having. So that's probably going to be my next video. And then I don't know what I'm going to be doing afterwards. I'm still kind of up in the air. I got the 4 horsemen build, got my monthly giveaway build. Andrew, if you're listening to this, as soon as I can, I'm shipping out your giveaway vehicle along with Ivan's over there. I got his car. As soon as I can, I'm going to be sending his out. And then I got another one that I'm still working on. I'm doing some final detailing work on 2 Impalas that were sent to me by one of my Instagram followers. So I'm going to be trying to get those done. And I got a couple other things I got to get sent out. I don't really remember what all. But, I'm still working on the large scale Mercedes that Cole sent to me. I'm kind of on a standstill with that. I got a little bit more I got to do to it. And then I'm going to paint it up and get it sent out to Cole. I'm wanting to get it done. And, get it finished for his buddy. He said I have until August, so I got plenty of time to work on that. And, I do my best. I'm trying to get everything done, trying to get everybody's builds out to them. Got the 4 horsemen build, the Volkswagen Beetle surf theme. Got that one ready to go, ready to start videoing. And I can't wait to get started on that one. But it's not going to take me long because I'm going to go pretty simple with that. And, the hardest thing about videos is trying to do stuff I haven't done before. Because each one of my videos, some of them are the same, some of them are different. I try to go a little bit different with each build, as I've said in previous videos. Because I don't want people just thinking I do the same things over and over and over again. I'm one of these guys that I try to do different things because it's something I'd like to see. I'd like to see something different with each video. Not saying anything bad about the people that do stuff like that. I've seen some great new builders coming out. Some I didn't even know about. There's one called Terry's Diecast. Man, that's some great video footage. If you guys get a chance, go check out that channel. There's a Puri Garage, JD Project. There's plenty of videos out there and people that does amazing work. Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, Andrew from Maple Leaf Customs, Paul from Diecast Graveyard, Cole from Kuda's Diecast Customs, Charles's Diecast Garage, Chris's Junkyard Designs. There is so much out there There's how-to videos of like suspensions, how to do suspensions, how to do, wheel swaps, how to do, simple paint jobs. And me, I'm not what you call a simple paint job kind of guy. I like trying to come up with different style paint jobs, different like patterns and different designs I can do, that kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Impala real quick. I couldn't get all of the paint off in the stripper, but that was okay. It was going to fit the kind of theme I was going with. And, other than modifying the base to make the wheel wells, as you see here, I'm kind of making the tunnel portion in between the wheel wells, because I wanted you to actually be able to look at it and not see all the way through and see the inner part of the wheels or, anything like that. So, all in all, it actually turned out really good. It was a really small space to work with. But the wheels I'm going with, you can kind of see them right up there at the top. I ordered them off of eBay a while back because, I thought about using them for a certain build, but then I got some really nice wheels from Paul over Diecast Graveyard for this 5 charger build I'm going to be doing later on down the road. I'm just trying to gather up some decals. I need some Marine decals. I need some Coast Guard decals. I got Army. I got the Navy. I got some Air Force that I can use. So right now all I'm looking for is Marines and Coast Guard decals. So if you guys know anybody that might be able to help me out, let me know in the comments below, because I'm still wanting to get all that together, because it's going to be, I'm going to be building 5 different chargers. They're going to be different colors. They're going to be representing each branch of the military. And what's going to be going with them is one of those desks with the flag holders that I'm going to be giving away with the cars. So I'm going to be working on trying to do that and get that going. So it's going to be 5 chargers. I'm not going to be doing any customization to them. The only thing they're getting is a paint job and wheel swaps, and with some decal work, and going from there, just doing what I can. And I'll probably end up throwing it off in a raffle or an auction, or just, auction it off just to see what people would want to give for it or something, just something to do. Yeah, because I'm always looking for stuff like chargers. I'm always looking for Camaros, anything like that. But as you see here, it's already starting to have that rat rod style look. I got the wheel wells set up, kind of had to adjust them with some styrene and stuff. But honestly, I thought it looked really cool just being able to stick up like that, and just having it to where it actually kind of does look like a pretty cool looking pickup truck, something you'd see, somebody just making some style of rat rod out of, Yeah, I go along trying to smooth it out with the steel wool. Like I said, I'm not trying to get all the paint off of it. I'm just trying to smooth it out so when I get ready to paint it, yes, I'm still painting it, but you'll see what I'm going to do later on here roughly soon in the video. But I ended up painting it too. After I got everything set up and, where I wanted it to go. I wanted an engine sticking out of the hood, so, I got this engine off of a Corvette, big time muscle Corvette, and, I decided to cut the hood out and have an engine kind of sticking out of the top. I thought it looked neat. I thought it was a good idea, so, just to kind of put it out there, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And honestly, once you get the hang of the jeweler saw, it's pretty simple to do once you get the hang of it. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time sometimes when you're first starting off with the jeweler saw, but Eventually, it'll come together. You'll be able to do almost anything with it. I've seen some outstanding cutting jobs coming from other people. You know, I gotta, at this point right now, I gotta file a little bit out of it, just trying to get it to where the engine will set up against the hood, because after I cut it out, after I got done painting and stuff, I glued it to the inner part of the hood, because, it would have just, I didn't want it sitting on top of anything. I just kind of wanted, if I wanted to take it apart and repaint it, I could just pop it off or whatever, But, after I was getting done smoothing it out and, trying to get it straight, and it worked for the most part. It don't look too bad. I thought it looked pretty cool. And, I did a lot of test fitting and a lot of, mock-up during this, the production of this car, because I wanted to make sure that the tires would roll, make sure they weren't, up too high or down too low, and that they would go smoothly. And I was really happy with how smooth it rolled, even with me making my own axles, how cool it looked with that engine. I ended up cutting out a lot of the part for the windscreen, because it wouldn't set all the way down with the windscreen portion of it in. So I ended up getting rid of that portion of the windscreen. And, I really like how this thing turned out. It looks cool. It looks badass. I would drive something that looked like that. It would turn heads. I know that much. It would probably end up turning heads if somebody actually did this with a car, or if they've already done it and I just haven't seen it. But like I said, there was a lot of filing, a lot of cutting, but not to the actual casting itself. It was more to, the base, the interior, that kind of things. And sometimes you might not want to change the interior up, but depending on the kind of theme you're going with your custom, sometimes it helps just to, I guess, just do it. Because a lot of people, they're still kind of up in the air about getting into the cutting, getting into the full customizations like some people do, like myself and other diecast communities or other diecast videos and stuff like that. But my advice for you guys, there's only one way you're gonna learn to do the cutting, do the customizations that some of us do. Just get in there and do it. The most you're gonna lose out on is $1 for the car, but it's worth it in the end. When I first started out, like I jumped right into the whole cutting thing. I turned a 62 Chevy into a tow truck. And, I ended up having a 3D printed back portion of it just for that casting, and it turned out amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore, but it's all good. So, it just gotta get in there and you just gotta try it. Don't be scared to get in there and start cutting. Don't be scared to, try to come up with something. I'm going to be doing some movie car builds sometime in the near future. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to try to find a Porsche 911 Turbo, and I'm going to make the Bad Boys car from the first Bad Boys movie. I got Camaro Super Sport I'm going to be turning into the Bumblebee Camaro from the fourth Transformers movie. I got a Jeep that I'm going to be turning into a Bumblebee. A Camaro. Like, I got so many cars sitting aside that's going to be used for other builds. But like I said, when I painted this, I went with an ultramarine transparent blue. With transparent paints, you gotta do multiple coats. You got to get them a darker color that you want. And I just took this little brush or something from my Dremel, and I just started going over, scraping it up, and putting areas where it would get damaged at, trying to get what I wanted, going over with the weathering effects with the rust powder. And unfortunately I didn't have any matte paint, so I went with a shiny rust kind of look on this thing. And honestly, it turned out really neat looking. I really like how it turned out. And I didn't put no decals on it, didn't do nothing special with the interior. I painted the base of it jet black. I didn't put no rust effect on that or nothing. With the detailing of the lights with this pen, and I had some white paint. I just dabbed it on with a one of my painting clips. I just used the bottom portion of it and just started putting the white on the windscreen, or not the windscreen, but the front grill area and the backup lights. But this is what we started off with. Pretty detailed, Lowrider 59 Impala. Really liked how it turned out. I'm not really particular about pink colors. I'm not really into the girly colors. I don't really do a lot of stuff in girly colors. But without further ado, why don't we check out the final results?
Check it out. Check it out.
And I'll see you next time at the range.